Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over the new Conveyor Carnage Arcs of Omen Flashpoint missions found in White Dwarf issue 486, and we're just going to do a quick overview on how they work and how they actually play out. The first thing I want to say is I really like this Flashpoint series that they're doing, and I like how they're showing that you can use these boarding action missions as a general Zone Mortalis style way of playing 40k. I mean, you can use it for fighting underground in factories, underneath volcanoes where an Adeptus Mechanicus factory is. You can use it for fighting inside cramped factories, inside a hive world where, you know, it is pretty much almost like a shipboard environment inside a hive city. And I like the fact that they're kind of emphasizing that you can use it for this with these missions, especially with Conveyor Carnage. And the other nice thing is it adds as well to boarding action ships. Like, for example, these Conveyor Carnage missions work great if you're running a campaign game where you're boarding a supply ship or transport ship transporting goods, or even a Mechanicus arc ship of some kind where they have manufacturing facilities built right in. And with that said, let's jump right on in. Adding to the series, they've added manufacturing materials, barrels and crates, as well as munitorium containers and manufacturing pipes to the set terrain for these new missions, which I really like. I like expanding the range of terrain being used in these boarding action missions. Just like the last two issues, they provided you with these tiles that can be placed over top to represent the conveyors. And I really like the fact that they're doing this and going that little extra step to support this new way of playing boarding actions. As for the rules for the conveyor belts themselves, they're pretty standard. They move at a certain speed at the end of the phase. So if you end your movement on one, depending on the speed, the mission will specify 1, 2, or 3. That's how many spaces you'll move at the end of the phase just from the conveyor belt. So all of a sudden you can really move around the board really fast. Now the thing is, you have to make sure the whole unit gets on or unit models will be destroyed. And you have to be careful when jumping off. If you roll a dice and for each one, that model is destroyed. So it comes with its own little risk, which kind of adds to the basic mission. Each of the new White Dwarf missions in this Flashpoint series comes with their own layout, which you can see kind of above. A lot of fun to play, a lot of fun to try. The missions tend to be very thematic, and I actually think they're fairly well designed and fun to play. Now, while I feel this is a good and fun add-on, is it as good as the boarding action add-on for boarding craft and umbilical cords connecting two ships together that was found in issue 485? No, it's not as good as that. I prefer that to this. But this is still very, very good. And if you get a chance, pick up the issue of 486 of White Dwarf and give it a try. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe down below. Thank you very much for watching.